one half of the Central Empire Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Jared Thumb! The Central Empire Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, JT Energy! One half of the Central Empire Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Rapid Delivery, Rory Fox!
Hello everyone and welcome back to CEW PowerSlam. We're coming to you this season from the Zach's Flooring Arena in Wellman, Iowa. We'd like to thank Zach's Flooring for their continued support of Central Empire Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Central Empire Wrestling PowerSlam. We are back for Season 2. Season 1 was such a success, we had to come back for another one. And it is my pleasure tonight to our first interview being one half of the Central Empire Wrestling Tag Team Champions, wrestling's original reality TV star and the MVP of Talkin' Shopomania, ladies and gentlemen, Rapid Delivery, Rory Fox!
About to make his way to the ring, one half of the CEW Tag Team Champions, Rapid Delivery, Rory Fox. Rory is sponsored this season by the Bell family from Wellman, Iowa, Brian Mad Dog Smith, Keokuk mayoral candidate Corey Samuels, Big Bad Brad Hafley, and lastly, Rory is sponsored in memory of Deputy Rainey. Before we go any further, let's take a look back at the Season 1 finale and how Rory Fox and Jared Thumb became CEW Tag Team Champions. Season 1 than with this huge moment right here in front of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your new Central Empire Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Jared Thumb and Rapid Delivery, Rory Fox!
The following interview is sponsored by the Wood family, Heather, Shar, Destiny, Drew, and Liam.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Central Empire Wrestling PowerSlam. I'm here with wrestling's original reality TV star and most definitely hashtag your tag team champion, Rapid Delivery Rory Fox. How you doing today, champ?
Hey, I'm doing great, Jeff. It's great to be here.
Rory Fox with championship gold in Central Empire Wrestling. It just looks right. It just looks right, sir.
And it just feels so right.
So, last season, you and your protege, Jared Thumb, stepped into this ring and you guys won the Central Empire Wrestling Tag Team Championship. How does that feel to be champions with your young protege? What have you been teaching him along the way? I mean, it's got to be amazing, and it did such wonders for our last season. So how does it feel moving forward with Season 2?
I tell you what, I've won championships all over the Midwest and in Texas. Every championship, it feels great when you win. But this time around, becoming the Central Empire Wrestling Tag Team Champion with Jared, I mean, he's very young into his career. So I am just glad that I could help Jared become a CEW Tag Team Champion, because I believe it's just a stepping stone for him. You start your career in the tag teams, veteran wrestler with the younger, experienced talent. You win tag team gold, and eventually that will lead to singles championships. So I'm glad to be CEW Tag Team Champion with Jared Thumb, and it's just the beginning.
You started here back in 2016, and for better or worse, you have become a mainstay here. Everybody absolutely loves you. You become an absolute mainstay. Where do you see Central Empire Wrestling moving forward with you? What are your goals here? You've reached the championship. I know you're going to be defending that here when we get back going with season 2. But what are your goals? What is your personal goals moving forward as Central Empire Wrestling grows and grows like it has?
Yeah, it has been better for worse. I mean, the Central Empire Wrestling fans have seen the worst of me, and now they're seeing the best of me. But my goal in 2021 is I want to be the Central Empire Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
Heavyweight champ. Oh, JT Energy, watch out. He's going to be looking for you, buddy. I mean, he's been on the roll lately. So what are your true feelings about JT Energy? I mean, whether you like it or not, the guy wins. I mean, he beat Hall of Famer Jerry Lawler. Who can say that? Who can say that? He's Memphis King of Wrestling. There's very few people that has that on their resume. He does. Going after JT Energy, whether you like it or not, is not going to be an easy task. So what's your game plan? What can you divulge to me? I know you can't give everything to the people. I mean, so what are you going to surprise them with?
Yeah, when JT Energy defeated one of my heroes of professional wrestling, Jerry the King Lawler, that just added this much more reason to kick his butt and take what he loves more than anything in his life besides himself, is that CEW Heavyweight Championship. And that's the thing, JT, he cuts corners, he gets help from anybody he can, which, I mean, you know, I know a little bit of something about that too. But I'm just not that guy now, and I hate seeing JT Energy represent CEW at this time. I have to do something about it.
He's got a mission, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, but not to say you haven't beaten some legends in your day, too. I mean, Bridge City Slam 2, you went up against the masterpiece, Chris Masters, and you won that match. I mean, that's no easy feat. The guy is jacked, and he's as good as it gets. So when Bridge City 3 comes along.
But let's talk about Bridge City Slam 2, though. Let's not go by that. Chris Masters had a long career in the WWE and is still out on the scene, and he's a great wrestler. And all the fans in attendance, and then the people at home could see from Tim Dye's photos, Chris Masters kicked my butt, but I did not quit. I would not surrender. I had 500, 600 people chanting, Rory, Rory, Rory. And somehow, some way, I found a way to defeat the masterpiece.
And it was a fantastic match. Bridge City Slam 3. Who do you want to face?
I know a lot of people want this match. I definitely think around the country they want this match, and it's the match that I want. And that's you, Zack Ryder, a.k.a., well, now you're Matt Cardona. WWE superstar Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona. You embarrassed me 11 years ago, and now you're still bringing it up on Twitter, whatever social media he can. Guess what? You're not in the WWE anymore. They can't protect you. You've ran your mouth. You've laughed at me for years and years and years. And you may be popular all around the country. But it's a different world if you come to Central Empire Wrestling. Bridge City Slam 3, it's not all your major marks. You're coming to Fox Country. And that's going to even the odds. You can woo, woo, woo all you want. But when you come to CEW, you're in Rory Fox's world.
Rory Fox putting out the challenge to Matt Cardona. Tights on a pole match. First one to pull him down wins. How about that?
No.
Oh, no, never mind anyway.
Now,
But
this isn't fun and games. The Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, they laugh about me. Let's have a tuxedo match. You come to Iowa, it's going to be a fight, and there's not going to be a damn thing funny about it.
Rory Fox wanting to throw hands, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, so it's true. I mean, you've laid the challenge out to JT Energy, but you have a mean streak yourself. You have not always been the nicest guy,
Matt
okay?
Cardona will find out about that if he ever shows his face.
That's right. But you've gained the trust of the fans. The fans love you in Central Empire Wrestling, okay? I've always wanted to ask you this. I've never been able to. I want to ask you this right now. What changed? I mean, you were once the most hated person. I mean, you could not go into an arena without just array of boos in Central Empire Wrestling. And then it also, what changed? What made you want to become and strive to be one of the most popular figures in Central Empire Wrestling?
Jeff, it was so bad that as soon as I would pull in to the CEW events, they were already yelling at me outside. They were in line to get into the show. They were yelling hashtag not my champion. We'd get into the building, hashtag not my champion signs. I had one lady spit on me. I mean, they hated me so bad. And the fact that I have all their support now, I would have thought you were crazy 2 years ago when this all started. But really what happened was I had a match. Was it in Keokuk?
Yes, it was Keokuk.
At Man Country Mania?
Yeah.
I wrestled the legendary Barbarian. One half of the Powers of Pain. He was in the WWF, the NWA, WCW. I watched him at the Five Seasons Center when I was 12 years old. I watched him wrestle Demolition. And who knew one day I'd be standing across the ring from the Barbarian? Nobody in that building would have believed that.
Absolute legend.
And here we are, all these years later, I'm in the ring with him. And I watched the match. I let the fans get in my head. I was so busy yelling at all the fans, letting them know how disgusted I was of them, that I took my eye off the prize. I could have had a victory over one half of the legendary Powers of Pain, the Barbarian. I could have had a victory if I would have used my skills and used my brains and focused on the Barbarian. Instead, I worried about the fans. And that's when I knew I had enough of it. I need to focus on the wrestling and quit worrying about goofing off in the ring. And that's where I'm at now. I'm a tag team champion again because I'm following the rules. And I'm keeping an eye on my opponent. I'm not out there jacking around anymore. I'm out there to win.
You got focused, you got centered, and look, tag team gold with Jared Thumb, fantastic. And you know what? Something we haven't done in Central Empire Wrestling PowerSlam is some people tuning in we have a lot of fans who tune in for the first time, okay? We have a lot of regulars, but we have some people tune in the first time. I think we should introduce them into some of the past stuff that we have done, especially involved. So why don't we grab let's show that match, that very match you're speaking of. Let's show Rory Fox taking on the Barbarian from Man Country Mania. We're going to go to a commercial break, and then we're going to go ahead and do a watch along right here. It's going to be Rory Fox versus the Barbarian at Man Country Mania for you today, second season, Central Empire Wrestling PowerSlam. We'll be right back.
On behalf of everyone involved with CEW, thank you for supporting PowerSlam. Your feedback and interaction have been incredible. We can't wait to entertain you all once again in person. Until then, please consider making a donation to the CEW crew. Your donations will help make Season 3 possible. Donations can be made through PayPal and Venmo.
Rapid Delivery Rory Fox. It's me, the $1,000 broski, the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting, the internet champion, the host of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. And you think I'm going to leave this major pod office to step in the ring with you at Bridge City Slam 3? To quote the great Zack Ryder, Are you serious, bro? Rapid Jabroni, Rory Fox. Listen, I know we want the podcast to spread just like your jabroni pale butt cheeks, but I'm not getting in the ring with you. Oh, no. The only way I'm getting in the ring with you is if it is a tuxedo match. And I already said, I'll send you the $1,000, spare no expense. Buy the best tuxedo you can find. Because it's going to be me and you, one-on-one in the middle of the ring, and I will expose you. Again. Later, Mark.
The following match watch-along is sponsored by Predator MMA of Ottumwa, Iowa.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at Central Empire Wrestling PowerSlam, and we are featuring Man Country Mania right here, the match between Rory Fox and the Barbarian, the legendary Barbarian. Oh my goodness. So, and there is Rory Fox coming in the ring right now.
There I am, walking and talking. Oh, that was a wild crowd in Keokuk. As soon as I stepped out of that curtain, they were ready for me.
I mean, I know that you're a fan favorite now, but I think you should go back to the vest. I mean, you look good, sir.
Thank you. That was a great vest. I would like to wear that again, but unfortunately, it was stolen in Sioux City, Iowa, at a promotion up there. I defended the championship there, and when I went to the back, I didn't have a vest anymore.
Did you check eBay?
No, I didn't.
No, dude. I would have checked eBay.
Look at that guy in my face there. That guy's been drinking since 3 o'clock in the afternoon. He was all red-faced.
He was drinking until 3 o'clock the afternoon the day before, so you can tell. I think he's trying to eat the barricade right there. Anyway, Rory Fox letting the fans know what they are.
But that's the thing. When I'm outside of my normal CEW shows, every now and then you can see this Rory Fox.
Oh, come on. That was the guy's hat.
Oh, come on. That's one of our old, what's his name? He's at every Central Empire Wrestling show. I just let him know I care about him by flipping his hat off him.
Black vest and blue trunks. That's brave.
Yes.
That's brave. You can't wear that after Labor Day.
Come on, it's teal.
It's a good color on you. With the tan. The tan.
The tan is key.
The tan is. It's hard to find a tan.
And I'm wearing the sunglasses at night, as like Austin used to always say.
I mean, your tan's fine here, but I'm sure it's hard to find a tanning bed during COVID. I mean, come on, you got to spray that crap down.
Yes. Oh my God, that drunken buffoon's up again yelling at me.
Good times. What a handsome ring announcer. Good God.
Yeah, these fans were all the way live. They were there for some CEW action.
Man, it was one of those magical nights you just never forget. This was before my bald face.
Jeff, aren't you glad I'm a nice guy now? I don't yell at you as much as I used to.
You don't smack me in the head as much anymore. No.
Well, you quit saying hashtag not my champion. That used to anger me because I felt I was everyone's champion.
Well, if you'd just been nicer. Well, you got nicer. We're friends. We're good now. We're good now. Someone now.
I mean, I did take a selfie with you at that when you sang for your group.
And I made pictures of it and I sold it on eBay. Yes. It was thank you.
I want my cut.
And here he comes. Can you hear him? Oh, these guys were. The crowd was really lit this night. I mean, it was
30 years in the making. Here comes the Barbarian.
Who's that guy? Who's that tiny-looking guy who looks like a mini Tommy Dreamer?
Well, that's Man Country.
Shout out to Corey. Shout out to Corey Samuel. There he is.
Is Corey Samuel coming to ringside with the Barbarian?
With the Barbarian. My goodness.
Oh my God! You see that face paint? It just brings you back to 1985.
Face paint. He still looks like he could pull your ears off, and I think he about did.
Face paint though, it just looks the same, just like when I saw him in the WWF in '88 against Demolition.
I mean, the stories of the Barbarian. I mean, him, Ming. I mean, these are people you do not want to mess with. So, the fact you're still here tells all the story you need to tell.
And I knew how dangerous and how crazy this guy was, so I thought I would totally throw him off his game by puffing my chest out and strutting around, showing him that I'm not scared of him, and almost give him that feeling of like, oh, this is going to be a good time, it's going to be fun. I almost made him laugh. So now I got on the mic to really throw him off his game here.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I'm equal to you, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Legend in your own mind here. Which you are.
Listen at home, kids. If you're the bad guy, a good way to get some booze is whatever wrestling legend you are, get on the microphone and say you're the true wrestling legend.
That's right.
That works. JT Energy, I'm sure he'll try that.
He's a legend in his own mind. I don't know what he puts in that spray bottle, but it's not just oil. Jeez.
Oh, great. I always love giving Brad. But there's a quick pose for some of the photographers there.
Barbarian. Oh,
Yeah, you got to watch these refs, man.
what were you thinking? I mean, I'm staring across. I was standing in the ring with the Barbarian, and I wanted to get the heck out of there. Otherwise, I might have had my ear bit off. What were you thinking at this moment?
From what I'm seeing now, it's like I'm just too worried about the crowd. I need to focus on the Barbarian here.
Yeah, for someone who back then who thought the crowd was beneath them, you sure did pay a lot of attention to him.
Yeah.
And I think,
Oh, there it was there. I really puffed my chest out and almost spat at the Barbarian there. He can't believe
that would have been a bad day, I think.
Oh, of course, the Barbarian tries to upstage me now, and he goes to the top rope, and of course, he gets the louder cheers.
Mm-hmm. It's go time.
Oh, now I'm going to top him now. I can
there
get
we
louder
go.
cheers.
Oh, yep. Back up there.
I'm channeling some old school, like Iron Mike Sharp there when he used to go like,
ah!
Yeah. Barbarian he's still looking at me like, who's this little white boy?
Like,
he is?
who's
He's
this
sitting there he's puffing his chest out like he's a rooster yelling at me. See, it was a good night for the teal trunks.
Yeah. Got to get in his head. Get out of that ring. Let him know you're not worried, right?
Yeah,
JT Energy's the 6-star booty. You have the 1-star booty on that one.
Yeah. One's all I need on my
And
chart.
yes, I was looking at it. Sorry. My eyes.
See, here's Barbarian pandering towards the crowd.
Well, the man's a legend. He can do what he wants.
Yeah, that is true.
Man country. Repping that man country shirt.
Barbarian's finally ready to lock up with me.
Oh.
Watch me take over here.
Test it. Oh.
Yeah, that didn't work out very well.
Yeah.
Barbarian still has the strength here.
You do okay. You barely have hair back there. What were you thinking?
I still think he did pull my hair.
You
slightly.
think? Oh, hand on the top of the head. Gotcha. That's why I never understood heel wrestlers getting crew cuts. I mean, come on, you can't pull that if you don't have any hair.
I give Barbarian credit though. He stayed back and allowed me to get back in the ring.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna lock up again here. I think I'm gonna get him this time.
Now, did you watch any of his past stuff? When you game plan for this match, did you watch any of his past stuff? Anything he'd been doing? I mean, he's been wrestling for 30 years. I mean, you could get a playbook on him. What was?
I knew to look out for that flying headbutt and then that big boot that he
Yes.
does. Look at that. See, I'm glad. See, Barbarian, that's good. He backed off there. He almost got disqualified. He almost used the whole 5 count. And I really would have been crowing then about I'm the winner.
You look like you're trying to fall in love with the turnbuckle back there. Yeah.
Oh, third time's the try.
Lock up.
Oh, grabbed my arm.
Now, when you compare, I mean,
That
like,
doesn't feel too good.
I bet it does. I mean, he just looks like he has that animal strength. Like, when you get, I mean, you've been in hundreds and hundreds of matches. How did it feel? Oh, geez. How did it feel to have those grips on you?
Oh, it's just unbelievable. You know, he comes from the islands. He's just crazy strong. Oh man, look at it. He twisted my arm so hard there that I flipped over. Oh, now he's asking the crowd to punish me. Yeah, thank you, crowd.
Thank you, guys. Now my face. Oh, there we go.
Oh, psyched me out. The old. He rubbed my eyes with his boots.
I would have gotten out of there, but hey, kudos to you for staying in there. All right, jaw jacking.
Now, yeah, I'm complaining some more now. Now he break my eyes.
I mean,
that is pretty. Low.
I mean, the ref needs to get a little bit more responsible.
Yeah, of course.
Looks like you're trying to.
I had to rub my sweat off my face on. What's? I
hope you got his wallet.
The referee's name.
Huh?
I forget the ref.
That's Lucas.
Lucas, yeah. I had to involve Lucas. I had to rub my sweat
Lucas
off on him.
Weiser. It's not important. He's the referee. Freaking zebra. Anyway.
Oh, a go behind from the Barbarian.
Look at that.
That's unusual.
Still got some quicks.
Watch this. I'm going to use my Bret Hart skills here and fake him and dump him through the second rope here, I think. If my memory serves me correctly here.
Oh. Trying to match power with him there. I don't know if that was the best idea.
I think I might actually break it here. Oh,
yeah, you did. You do with an elbow to the
good
head.
old elbow to the side.
Good old classic elbow to the face. Get some of that face paint on your elbow.
Yeah.
There we go.
Smearing the face paint.
And this is going to end up well. Oh, hip toss. Threw you like a bunny rabbit.
He hip tossed me across the ring, so I got to take a timeout. But unfortunately, there's no timeout.
See how high that is?
Yeah.
No timeouts.
About
Not right,
out of the
brain.
ring. And then I'm letting the fans get under my skin again.
Who you tell? You're telling that guy that he used the trunks?
Yeah, I
What's
told
he
that
gonna
drunken
do
buffoon he
other
pulled
than
my
vomit on himself? Drunk guy.
Oh, I was about to do some Terry Funk there and throw the chair in the ring.
Let him know you mean business.
Yes. Oh, look at that. That Rory sucks sign. Can you believe that?
Huh? How
That's
dare
definitely
they?
not 2020.
How dare they? You do not suck, sir.
I think Barbarian's showing he doesn't want any more. He
You tired him out at this point. He looks tired.
He's ready for some beer.
Him throwing you 9 feet up in the air, I think, wore him out. I think he doesn't want any more. Oh, never mind. Coming to get you.
Oh, look, I got
look at
distracted.
that.
Somebody gave me a free beer.
Hey, at least you got some beer. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, just chopping beef.
Now, I felt Meng Haku's chops, Barbarians were very similar.
Oh, well, yeah, they used to be a tag team. Yeah,
I
he's the
can't believe
referee.
this.
What are you doing? Oh, that is a fine. That is a fine.
I think Lucas was waiting 4 years.
If
to chop
Austin
me
Bayless
like
was doing his job, he would have called the commission immediately. That is a definite fine.
the
There's
Barbarian
bias.
forced the referee to chop me. I think the referee should have been disqualified.
Oh, no.
That's that time
Okay.
Brad got his cheap shot in.
Yeah, okay. You got to get a little
This
bit
is
more
the first time
gusto
in
in
my
those
career
chops,
this has happened
Brad.
where. Oh my God! Look at this. Oh,
Oh, spaghetti arm.
Yeah, the drunk,
I think he got you with his wrist.
the drunk guy got the dream of his lifetime
Yeah.
to chop Rory Fox, and he screwed it up.
And he did it wrong. You have one chance at this, drunk guy. In fact, we were.
Oh my God! This lady.
She's now okay. That lady got some gusto. Okay,
I called her a few names.
We need
earlier,
to
so
let
she
Brad
was really
watch
enjoying
this
that.
and learn from the lady in the front row how to throw a chop. Oh,
and the fan, I knocked his hat.
oh, yeah. Well, you deserve it.
This was the first time in my career where I had no control. It's like this Barbarian is holding me, and I can't
what
do
can
anything
you
about
do?
it. I can't do anything about it.
He's the Barbarian.
And the worst thing about fans chopping you is, in wrestling, we chop you in the pectorals. Every time I was getting hit on my nipples. That doesn't feel
right,
good.
right on. And everybody knows Rory Fox has sensitive nipples.
And did you see their Barbarian threw the garbage can in? Rory Fox did not. I was trying to keep it clean.
You were trying to have a good.
Oh God!
clean
Back to the
match.
fans again.
Oh, that guy winded up.
Yeah,
Good job,
that was like
Lucier.
that was more like a clothesline.
We love our fans. Okay, we love our fans. This is how much we love our fans. Boom. Second.
Heather and her daughter there. Even
Yes.
they chopped me, and they supposedly
She knows how to throw a
They're
chop.
supposedly on Team Fox.
Supposedly, not after
Yeah,
that.
not
Well,
that night apparently.
I mean, you miss 100% shots you don't take. Yeah,
And
you
the
look
crowd's just loving
Yeah,
it.
look a little worse for wear,
Oh,
but I'm gonna
no.
say, oh.
I didn't sign up for any chair shots. What the heck?
I heard that from 2 years ago.
I think that was
ringing
the
in my
loudest,
ear.
That was the loudest cheer so far. Barbarian just made everyone's dream come true, hitting me with the steel chair.
That war paint is not just for looks, ladies and gentlemen. He means business. And you caught. Okay.
See?
And you caught him.
There goes to show you. Even the Barbarian fell to it. He's pandering to the fans, and it gave me time to drop the elbow.
The man's been in there 30 years. So
now I'm doing a little dancing on Barbarian's head.
You just, you took advantage of him. I mean, he's not going to be able to get off. If there's one weakness he has, he's not going to be able to get off the ground quickly.
I did lose my cool. I kind of choked him a little bit. I wouldn't do that now, except maybe choke, JT Energy.
Right. Well, join the. I mean, there's a box that people that want to choke JT Energy, but that's besides the point.
Here's the key. Keep the Barbarian down on the mat. So I'm going to keep stomping him to wear him down and just keep him down on the mat. When he's standing up tall, it's all over. But I can keep him down on the mat.
Have you thought about learning how to dance to like counteract JT Energy? Because I think that might get in his head. At least to watch
I'll
him.
let JT do the dancing.
Okay. At least learn the robot. I think you should. Here you are choking.
No,
Well, yeah, I mean-
he had something on his chin. I think when we were fighting the crowd, he got some mustard on his face.
Okay. But he's the Barbarian. You got to do what you got to do. He's a legend, and he's a monster. I ain't holding it against you. All right.
Here's a trick the
Yeah, do
honky tonk man taught me: taking the wrist tape off and choking, and then the referee can't see it.
It just looks like a chin lock.
Yeah. Look at this. I got the Barbarian down. I can't believe this.
Few people can say that. I mean, your
13-year-old
strategy was sound here. I mean, you tried to get in, you attacked him, you kept him on the ground. That's what you got to do.
I would have
Beat
never
him
believed
down.
this. 13-year-old Rory, you're going to be beating up the Barbarian in 2018, 2019. Whatever that was. Crazy.
Rory Fox 2018, beating up the Barbarian. Rory Fox 2020, running in a field in your Speedos away, talking shop mania.
Shop-a-mania.
Talk about living the dream.
And I'm admiring my handiwork here a little bit.
Talking Shop Mania can be seen on the Fight TV app. Fight TV, send us money.
Talking Shop-a-mania 2, Friday, November 13th. Uh-oh, speaking
Cheap
of
light.
nightmares, Barbarian's fighting back now. Look at that, a good well-placed forearm to the back. I got the Barbarian back in the corner.
I mean, there's very few things that the Barbarian's going to miss in that ring. I mean, he's been doing it for so long.
Ooh, I'm doing a little Jerry Thing Lawler there, a little jab.
There you go.
Oh, I think Lucas finally saw
I
my
mean, you're
wrist.
you're being very, very humble. When we're in our interview earlier today, I mean, you held a whole lot of this match, which that's not easy to do against a legend like the Barbarian.
Oh, the drunk guy just...
But here's what you're doing. You're being distracted.
Go for the cover, Rory. He's
Come on,
down.
yeah, you're
Oh,
being
wait.
distracted. Big knee. Okay. He almost got up
I
there.
can't believe I haven't gone for a cover yet when I got him down. See, that's the mistakes I would not make now. If my opponent's down, I'm going to cover you to try to win.
Yeah.
I think I got caught up wrestling someone as famous as a Barbarian, and I was just enjoying the moment a little too much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're looking solid against him, but there you go. Looking at the crowd, worrying about the crowd. Look who's up.
Yep.
Look who's up. You don't even know yet.
Here I'm channeling Ric Flair,
and
getting thrown off the top rope. This is Barbarian throwing Flair off the top rope, 1985.
Jeez.
Oh, no.
You let him up. Mistake
fatal
numero
error.
fatal.
Never let the Barbarian
You can't
up.
let the no. I just say Barbarian. That's bad.
I don't know what I'm saying here except maybe help me as I'm getting punched repeatedly in my forehead.
Right to the temple, too. You're clearly groggy. Here we go.
I'm definitely Flair. I'm falling like Flair.
You are flaring it up today, sir. No, well.
Look at that. Barbarian got caught up in the moment.
What?
He's so happy to be in front of the fans again. He even got caught up in
You
it.
can't be doing that stuff.
What? Oh,
Oh, here we go. 1, 2.
my goodness. I don't believe it. Barbarian. He pulled his old bad guy tactics out. That was a school. Well,
you got to do what you got to
He rolled me up with his feet
do.
on the ropes. That just goes to show you why Barbarian is a legend.
Yes.
He saw me cheating. He out-cheated me and found a way to win. 1, 2, 3.
And there we go. And there he hugs the ref.
Yeah.
He hugs her. I think he was in the tank. You can tell from that chop.
I suppose he hugged the ref. The ref, he let the ref chop me earlier.
But here it was, ladies and gentlemen. There it was. Rory Fox taking on the Barbarian Man Country Mania. Heck of a match there. Yeah, you held your own against the legend. So you should be proud of that anyway. But he's the Barbarian, ladies and gentlemen.
But thank you for showing me this footage again because it just makes me realize the mistakes I made then that I won't make now if I do get the shot at JT Energy.
One half of the tag team champion is going to be defending that, and then looking forward to chasing JT Energy here sometime soon, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to go back to commercial. Thank you for joining for this watch along. We'll be right back.
On behalf of everyone involved with CEW, thank you for supporting PowerSlam. Your feedback and interaction have been incredible. We can't wait to entertain you all once again in person. Until then, please consider making a donation to the CEW crew. Your donations will help make Season 3 possible. Donations can be made through PayPal and Venmo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Central Empire Wrestling PowerSlam. Rory Fox, that was a hell of a match with Barbarian. How did you feel after that match? How do you feel rewatching it now?
Like I said, I learned a lot from that match. There's several mistakes I made in that match that I definitely would not make now when I do get the opportunity to face JT Energy again.
All righty. Speaking of JT Energy, next week, Central Empire Wrestling PowerSlam Season 2, Episode 2, I will be interviewing the Central Empire Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, JT Energy.
Well, that's great. It's next week because JT Energy for damn sure would not be here tonight.
Well, anyway, for Rory Fox, my name is Jeff Alexander. We are signing off. I will see you next week at Central Empire Wrestling PowerSlam.